With the next Magic the Gathering set, Edge of Eternities, starting to get previewed, it's a good time to take a look at old cards and see what might be useful or valuable again. We've already seen one mechanic previewed, so let's take a look at some older cards that use it that you might want to keep an eye on. To get an idea of what old cards we should think about, let's look at one of the new card types that's been previewed, Spacecraft, and the keyword Station. This is the Sarima, I think. It's a legendary artifact spaceship with Station. The Sarima has Station 7, and I'm not sure if all stations cost 7 or just this one, but that doesn't matter a ton right now. What matters is that you can tap creatures to put charge counters on it until it becomes a creature. Remember charge counters? So what older cards dealing with charge counters could become important again? Well, let's start with the little mirror Core Tapper. It taps to put a charge counter on artifacts, and you can also sacrifice it to put 2 more charge counters on something. Since you can just tap creatures normally to add charge counters for Station, this one might not be super important, but we'll see. And very similar to the Core Tapper, there is Energy Chamber. This one basically lets you put a charge counter on something during your upkeep, which again might be a little slow, but we'll have to see. Next up is Power Conduit. This one lets you remove a counter from something to either add a charge counter or a +1/+1 counter. This one could be good if your stations have lots of counters but nothing to do with them. Also, it's fun to note that you can use this card with sagas to remove lore counters and have sagas repeat chapters over and over. You can remove a lore counter from one of the creature sagas and put the counter right back on it again as a +1/+1 counter. That's kind of neat. There's a lot of cards that get better if you can put charge counters on them somehow, like Lux Cannon, but the card that I'm putting my money on is an old red enchantment called Ion Storm. It's a 3 mana enchantment that lets you pay 2 mana and remove a charge counter from something to deal 2 damage to any target. So if you've got stations just full of charge counters, this could turn into quite the little machine gun combo. 2 mana for 2 damage repeatedly seems really good to me. That's my number 1 card so far, but let me know what other cards to keep an eye on.